Hey everybody, welcome to another drive-through rundown. Today I'm going to talk about a mini expansion for Mage Wars. It's the Conquest of Kumajaro, and basically it's a small little expansion pack. Comes with two mages, which are alternates to pre-existing mages. Comes with a decent stack of cards here, as well as some handy tokens. Let me just talk about the tokens real quick, kind of get these out of the way. These are more sort of utility types of things. So you've got little tokens here for, +1 armor, +1 range, +1 melee. You've got two tokens here for the mages, and then you've also got like a stuck token there. So these are handy tokens that, had effects that were referred to before, but now they've given us some nice tokens to use. And next we've got the two mages here, and as I said, these are basically replacement mages or substitute mages for the existing mages in the game. Now this one here is a priest here. You can see he comes with this Holy Avenger icon here. That's a very interesting ability because it basically lets him kind of mark one of his summoned creatures as a pet, so to speak. Somewhat similar to, as the Beastmaster sort of works. So they're going to get this here, and then you can see here that you pay 1 mana equal to its level +1, and then that creature gets +5 life, and then it gets melee +2 and piercing +1. If that creature attacked and damaged another friendly creature or holy conjuration this round, then you can sort of have a little buffed up creature there with this ability. That's pretty interesting for that priest there. And more interestingly to me is the Beastmaster, because Beastmaster is one of my favorite characters to play with here. They have the wounded prey marker here, and basically what that is when you damage something, you may place this wounded prey marker on it, and then any other animal creatures that you have that attack that get a little bonus, a +1 to their melee attacks. So it's kind of like you can mark it, as a target for your the rest of your creatures to attack there. And we got the box, which I'm going to throw away. And we've got the rule book here. It talks a little bit, it's very short, it talks about some of the new abilities here. Gives you 2 new starting layouts, for some of the new cards, that come with the game for these new alternate guys here. So let's talk about some of the cards here. I'm just going to talk about a handful of the cards. There's quite a few new cards actually, and they give you a fair amount of, each of the cards there. You can see I've got, 4 bridge trolls there, a bunch of dire wolves and stuff. So let me pick some of these out, and then I'll tell you, some of the interesting ones that I find interesting. Now, before I talk about some of the specific ones here, I just want to mention that there's a lot of equipment here, a lot of nice utility equipment that's going to, sort of buff up your guys in a variety of ways there. And as well, there is a variety of creatures here that you can see here are provided for a variety of different schools. Even Arcane, get some nice creatures there. So that's another nice aspect to kind of, round out and flesh out your spell books there. Now let's first take a look at the direwolf here. Now, nothing really too spectacular here, except you can see it's a bloodthirsty. And now remember, bloodthirsty, if a creature has already been damaged, and this is going to get extra die rolls if it's got damage on it. And that kind of goes along, again, with the Beastmaster here, with their, their wounded prey thing idea there. The next thing we got here, these next two here, they've both got intercept on here. And what that is, if these creatures are guarding, then they can actually intercept the ranged attacks there. So both of these have this. This gargoyle here is pretty substantial for the cost. He's only 11, but he's got 14 on there. And then when he's guarding, he actually gets +3 armor and tough -3 there. So that's pretty cool. Again, we've got another creature here. This angel here, she's got flying and intercept. And when she chooses the guard action, she can actually heal up to 2 points. And that's kind of nice. I like sort of the, it's kind of the splashing in these different kind of situations. Like she's going to guard and she's going to heal. And you'll see more of that in a little bit here. And then we've got this guy here. He's kind of just a neat guy. He's sort of the king of the jungle. And all other friendly cat creatures in the same zone get a piercing +1. So, he's sort of king of the beasts, helping out all of his buddies. In this card, I'm very excited about this card. This is for Warlord only, as you can see there. It says all friendly soldier creatures in the arena gain fast and charge +2. So not only are they going to be able to, move more quickly in more zones and also make an attack, they're also going to get the +2 trait on top of that. Now you can see it does cost a fair amount for an incantation. It's 14, but you can really set this up to make a nice Zerg attack. And again, it's epic, so you only have one of these in your deck. Excuse me, not deck, spellbook. What game am I playing here? Next thing is interesting. This is a Dispel wand. It's basically a wand that comes with a pre-built Dispel. That's just kind of a nice utility card to have. I can see a lot of these being splashed here. Another one, this will be nice against the Force Master here. These are Eagle Claw boots, pretty cheap to get out. And you gain unmovable and climbing. So your mage there can climb up some of the different structures, and also it can't be pushed around. So that will come in handy against the Force Master who likes to push. And then also, kind of keeping in theme with the Beastmaster here, you've got this hunting bow here. Now what this is, it says if hunting bow is used to attack an enemy creature that was attacked and damaged by friendly animal creature this round, then you get piercing +1 on here, plus you get a little effect here to get a little bleed roll there. So this is going to go great with her. It's actually in the the starter spell book mentioned in the rules for her. Next thing here is this. This is a neat one. I like this one here. So this is the Enchanter's Ward Stone, and you can see here it is when an enchantment you control would be destroyed, then you prevent that unless your opponent pays 2 mana. So that's kind of a neat little thing, sort of to. It's almost like a counter spell, but it's not just your traditional counter spell. It's gonna just add a little bit of more to the metagame of the current battle there. I like stuff like this. And here's another one. This was good. This will kind of help round out the wizard. It's got a wizard's tower. Basically, what you do is you can bind a non-epic quick attack spell from your spellbook here, and then you can have this cast it, basically once per round. So that'll come in pretty handy there. It's got a little channeling of 1. It's got some armor and stuff. So this is nice, a nice little, sort of a wizard's tower. So basically going to shoot stuff at everybody. And kind of keeping in line of sort of the counter spell, but sort of a preemptive counter spell, if you will. You've got the armor ward there, and basically this is the same thing. Equipment object attached to this mage would be destroyed. The opponent needs to pay 4 extra mana there. You can see that to destroy that. So that's pretty cool as well. Here's another one that I think could be used for very deadly effect, and definitely will throw off some metagames. So you got Divine Might here. You cast that on a creature. Basically, that creature's melee attacks gain the ethereal trait, so that you can have some difficulties trying to block that. This is a neat one. I'm not sure how powerful this one is, but I think it could cause for some fun situations here. You've got Enchantment Transfusion. Basically lets you move enchantments from one creature that is 2 zones away, to another creature there. So that could be kind of interesting to kind of move, stuff around. It can definitely let you sort of change your mind, because if you play this game enough, you know that certain situations are going to occur where certain, creatures that have lots of stuff on them are going to get, focused attacked and things like that, and people are going to, start to make decisions kind of based on how that battlefield is shaping out. But this will allow you to be a little bit dynamic and versatile, and maybe you don't put all your eggs in one basket. This one can kind of get you out of a situation where you have done that. Next one, Healing Charm. Another one. This is sort of like the preemptive, sort of prepared healing here. So instead of like having to, start carrying the healing spells with you, as the game evolves, you're going to have, you're going to start to have to heal people. Well, this one you can kind of get off early here. And so when Healing Charm is revealed, this creature heals the amount rolled on 4 attack dice, then you destroy the charm. So it's a preemptive heal. So that's pretty much all I wanted to go over. I'm definitely very excited to play around with this Beastmaster. I haven't really played with the Priest. I think I've only played with the Priest 1 time. So maybe I'll take another look at this, because again, he gets sort of a pet activity, and I've always kind of liked that about the first Beastmaster. So anyway, that's the Conquest of Kumajaro. That's just a kind of a quick breakdown. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.